What was the album? It's Boxx-A-Million on the Dome. Tuned into the Opinionated blog. This is What's Your Opinion Sunday. My wife asks me a question, a statement, or a comment, and I give my opinion. So, babe, what's the question, statement, or comment?
What is your opinion on the state of hip-hop in the music industry right now?
Ooh. Like I said before, I think hip-hop is not dead. It's making its way back. You know what I'm saying? The state of the music industry within itself, it's not like how it used to be when you really want a major deal or you really want to become an artist and really push and get out there. They're fusing hip-hop and rock and roll together. I love rock and roll too, don't get me wrong. But I don't think them two genres of music go together as the same. You know, if anybody want to do hip-hop, anybody want to do rock, because I do a little rock myself, it's different. It's not the same. It's not the same. You making all that noise, boy. It's not the same. It's not the same. You feel what I'm saying? It's not the same kind of music. So it's not supposed to be jumped together. Like if you go in a lot of stores now to buy a hip-hop CD, it's under the rock section. You know what I'm saying? And when you get into that, you gotta get into a lot of the spiritual aspects of what they starting to do in hip-hop, what they starting to do in music, and what they starting to do in the entertainment industry, period. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of other sites, a lot of little research that dig into the spiritual aspect of what's going on, you know what I'm saying? I don't really knock nobody for what they believe in, but when you try to impose it on other people subliminally, that's when you start in a whole nother area of the spiritual existence in the world. You dig? And that's what's really, really going on in the state of music, period, and entertainment, period, and the media, period, in our everyday lives. A lot of people not paying attention to the spiritual aspect of the spirits people dragging in way from before we was even thought of, before when we were even created in a sense. You know what I'm saying? They dealing with a lot of principalities and a lot of powers in the music right now. So my advice to people getting into music, know what you're doing, know who you dealing with, and watch yourself when you're doing stuff illegally and legally, because you don't want to be held accountable in their regards and have to owe them anything. You know, like I said, I ain't gonna get too much into detail on that aspect of that. You know, but hip hop within itself, the culture, I love it. You know, I don't knock nobody for a lot of people starting to do it as like a religion, but that ain't my thing. You know, I like the way of life and the culture of it. I grew up in it. You dig what I'm saying? So I think hip hop is gonna be all right. It's just like in the Old Testament when they say you gotta separate the wheat from the shaft. You know, you gotta just throw it up in the air and let the wind blow what you don't want, and whatever falls to the ground, you take it up for harvest and you use it. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is so vast. The scope of it is so big. As far as when you get into the business aspect, you get into the artistry. It's two whole different sides of it. A lot of the business and dealing with the corporate structure of hip hop is crazy because you got a lot of people getting raped out their dreams. A lot of people's not making it. A lot of people think that, okay, I won't go on a major label and they're gonna put me on BET, they're gonna put me on MTV, I'm gonna be a star, I'm gonna drive a Bentley, I'm gonna have, man, I tell everybody, go the independent route, try to push yourself, market, see what kind of distribution you could get as far as the e-commerce side of it, as far as even physically brick and mortar type stores. You know what I'm saying? Consignment not as big as it used to be. You know what I'm saying? But you can still push it and make a living out of it. If you could make up to $60 to $80 to $100,000 a year just off your music in general, you know what I'm saying? There's so many other businesses you could dump that money into and so many other things you could start and you could do. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is a leg up for a lot of people to get up out of the hood, get up in other situations. I don't love capitalism like talking about it, but capitalism is a way for you to get on your grind and handle your business. You dig what I'm saying? And the music industry is just crazy. Y'all see the videos. Y'all see the things going on in videos. Y'all see the things they're doing. It's not like years ago when videos was just videos. Now they're trying to send you a message on the slick. You know what I'm saying? If you gay, that's on you, be gay. You know what I'm saying? But now they even trying to make the children be gay with this craziness. They trying to make the children get into dealing with all different kind of spirits and conjuring up things, man. It's real. Stuff real, you know what I'm saying? So all I do is stay on the state of hip hop and the state of the music industry. It's like, it's choosing really, because it comes down to the point in regular life, period. It's like you gotta choose regardless. Which side you gonna rock with, you know what I'm saying? And that's basically how it's going in life, period. But all of us, they try to say the demographics when it comes to marketing in the hip hop culture is right now between 1 and 2 years old and 35, and the adults are 18 to 35. So if you in that demographic period, you got to start understanding that they trying to make you choose on how you're going to live, what you're going to do, and how it's going to affect your kids, and then how it affect your kids is going to affect their kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's a whole bunch of other stuff intertwined into this. What messed everything up with hip hop, really, in the music industry, is when the hip hop genre, the rap genre, sold out and went corporate. In a good way, if you're looking from a business standpoint, it was good because it brought billions and it fed a lot of people. But in a bad way, it corrupts you and puts you on some Babylonian rock with Nimrod type of, you know what I'm saying, rock with some satanic evil spirit type stuff. Even if you don't want to look at it as the Most High versus the devil. If you just want to look at it as positive and negative energy, if you want to call it that. If you want to call it just dealing with stuff that's wrong and stuff that's right, you dig? If you're an adult, choose your thing. But my thing is when you go to corrupting kids and corrupting children, that's when it becomes a problem, you know what I'm saying? I never even had a problem with gangster rap at all, never did. But now they starting to mix all this other symbolism and this ideology inside of dealing with gangster rap and inside of even dealing with conscious rap and other hip hop. And you mix all that stuff together, and then you creating a doctrine. So when you create a doctrine, that means you releasing spirits. So you snatch on to them spirits, and you snatch on all these different things, and you mix it with multimedia, put it on a television, which was created to conjure up spirits. That's why radio and television was even made, to conjure up spirits. So you put this kind of doctrine on a TV, on a radio, on a CD, and then have some kind of satanic ritual over it, and then send it through these airwaves dealing with that kind of energy, and you're releasing that kind of energy through the subconscious mind. And right now they had a study. Scientists said all the younger generations are starting to use more of their conscious side of their brain. They're born using more of their conscious side of their brain. So and that's the God-given side of the brain. That's the brain that God died down after he knocked down the Tower of Babel, when we were really able to use our God-given abilities and be like him in a sense. So now you got all this coming into that side of the brain in the future, and you got all that spiritual stuff going on in that conscious part of your brain and what it's releasing. So I just was rambling on, but that's me, hip-hop, entertainment in a nutshell. This Boxx-A-Million on the dome. What's your opinion? You heard me?